Welcome back. You're watching the Morning News Show on CNN News 18, and at the top of this segment, we bring you news from Uttarakhand. Well, the Uttarakhand State Cabinet approved the UCC's panel's draft report yesterday. The decision was taken in a meeting chaired by Chief Minister Pushkar Singh himself, and with the Cabinet's approval to the UCC draft report, the government is likely to present the UCC bill during the upcoming Uttarakhand Assembly session. Now, if implemented, Uttarakhand will become the first Indian state after independence to adopt the UCC. Sources say that the draft panel aims to achieve a uniform civil law for all citizens across faiths. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Friday said that his government is closely monitoring the UCC draft bill to see if the same can be implemented in the northeastern state in entirety. Remember, Madhya Pradesh Congress President Jeetu Patwari had slammed this move and said that the government's approach on the UCC will begin a new politics of hate. Let's listen in to Uttarakhand's Chief Minister on what he had to say about the UCC draft.
हमने आगामी विधानसभा सत्र में यूसीसी को समान नागरिक संहिता को विधेयक के रूप में लाने का प्रस्ताव सर्वसम्मति से आज मंत्रिमंडल में पारित हो गया है। आगामी सत्र में हम इसको सत्र में रखेंगे और विधेयक बनाने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ेंगे।
Now, so what we are learning currently is that basically there was a meeting which was chaired by the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh, and post that we know that the Uttarakhand Assembly session, there is a special session that has been convened from February 5th to 8th, and the UCC draft bill is in most probability going to be tabled there to understand and see that it gets passed quickly and then implemented in the state. And on the other hand, Assam Chief Minister is also trying out and testing the waters to understand whether it's the same can be done in the northeastern state. Now, once implemented, Uttarakhand will become the first Indian state after independence to adopt the Uniform Civil Code. Currently, we will talk to Arunima, who's joining us, our colleague Arunima is joining us on the broadcast to understand the entire draft bill that was decided on yesterday. Arunima, if you could take us through a little more with elaboration on the draft that has been passed, that is to be tabled, and the probability of it being tabled in this special session in Uttarakhand.
So the special session has been called with the intention of bringing in this special law, the Uniform Civil Code. The Pushkar Singh cabinet gave its approval to this draft bill yesterday. Today, the first day of this special session is being convened at around 11 o'clock. There are some members of the Uttarakhand Legislative Assembly who have passed away since the time, the former and current MLAs, and therefore there will be a condolence message, and post that the first day of this special session is likely to be adjourned. But when it reassembles tomorrow, in all likelihood, Pushkar Singh government will table the UCC report that has been submitted by the committee and bring it in the form of a bill for the consideration of the Uttarakhand Legislative Assembly so that it becomes an act. Now, the opposition is vehemently opposing this move. The Congress party has said that they were never consulted, they were never asked for any ideas. One section of the society is trying to frame this move of the Dhami government as anti-Muslim, which is being countered by them. And some of the provisions, as we learn from our sources that have been recommended, are about giving adoption rights to all women. Now, Muslim personal law doesn't really allow a woman to adopt. The name of the biological parent continues with the child. So the adoptive parents don't really give their name to the child as per the Muslim personal law. If this is implemented, the Muslim women and the inheritance right of the child, adopted child, could change. There are provisions being made for marriage age, 18 years for girls, 21 years for boys. There are provisions being made as far as polygamy is concerned. Even that is going to be outlawed. And there is also a provision being made for live-in couples. So some of them are intensely debated and discussed across Uttarakhand. We spoke to people in Roorkee, in Haridwar, here in Dehradun, and there seems to be a lot of debate around that. And the Dhami government wants that debate to continue on the floor of the house as well, so that an act is flushed out, keeping in mind all considerations of the society.
Right, Arunima. Arunima, also if we look at the other part of this, the possibility of a UCC to be conducted in a similar draft to come out for Assam, as Himanta Biswa Sarma also announced on Friday, What are the possibilities of this? What are the challenges that the government may be facing in that particular state to bring this out, to implement this in entirety?
See, Uniform Civil Code has been on the agenda, on the manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party ever since it started participating in electoral politics. It is one of those unfinished agenda after Article 370, after Kashmir, after Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir construction. So UCC is the last one on that unfinished list of business. But there were some legal hurdles that were underlined, and that's why the centre is not moving in this direction. It is allowing, and then Law Minister Kiran Rijiju actually had said that the Constitution allows the states to legislate as far as civil code is concerned. Uttarakhand has taken the first step, but the problem areas here also, we are told that the 700 plus page recommendation of the UCC given by the Justice Ranjana Desai committee has recommended that the scheduled tribes be left out of the purview. If you speak of Assam or if you speak of any of the northeastern states, tribals have their own rules, have their own laws, and if you want to take away their personal laws and bring in a uniform code on them, so far we have only heard opposing voices to that move. So that will be the first challenge for the Assam government. How do you make it uniform? Who all do you exempt from this?
Right, Arunima, thank you for bringing us all those details with regards to the UCC push in Uttarakhand and also possibility of it in Assam. With that, we are now slipping into a short break. Do stay tuned to CNN News 18 as we bring you all the latest updates shortly on the other side.